Welcome back, folks. 1,000 points in a career, it's hard to come by, but imagine doing it twice in 5 seasons. This week's SportsFource Champion did just that. KTIV's Morgan Jones has more.
After finishing her senior season in the 3rd round of the 2023 NAIA Women's Basketball Championship, Connor Sudmann decided to come back to Briar Cliff for one more run on the court, and now the NAIA All-American has reached yet another milestone.
It's really incredible. I think anytime you have a player reach 2,000 points, it doesn't happen very often. So to see it happen for Connor, we're just really happy for her and really proud of her accomplishment. And she definitely deserves it. The time and the effort that she puts in, it's nice to see it pay off for her.
Sudmann has been a starter for the Chargers since she was a freshman in 2019 when she posted 469 points and was named GPAC Freshman of the Year. The Charger has also been named to an All-GPAC team each season of her collegiate career.
I'd say it's really special. It's not something I ever would have imagined I could do in a career. I would not be able to reach this milestone without my teammates that I have now and previous teammates that I've had, and lots of coaches that we've gone through here, and especially these two right here for getting me to come back.
After becoming the 4th Charger in history to score over 2,000 career points, the Trainer, Iowa native, is currently on pace to become the program's 3rd all-time leading scorer, passing her own teammate Peyton Slaughter's mom, Wendy Hammond Slaughter.
Usually, you don't know people that have milestones ahead of you or career highs ahead of you. So it's kind of, I would almost say special that I get to know Wendy and not that we're ever counting points or anything like that, but it's just cool to know she was a great player, All-American, and I'm able to reach what she did here at Briar Cliff.
Being able to play on the same team as Sudmann for all 5 years creates chemistry on and off the court. Peyton Slaughter, an All-GPAC player herself, could not be more proud of her teammate.
Yeah, it's been fun. We've seen a lot of different sides of each other on and off the court, and I think it's just cool to see how she's grown as a player and the different things she's done in her career and all the milestones she's hit. It really an honor to be her point guard.
But as the regular season comes to an end, Sudmann and the Chargers are taking it one game at a time to try and get as far as they did last year.
We're really focused one game at a time. That's been our approach all season. And at this point, we're trying to get back into a rhythm and catch fire here for the last, 6-7 games that we have in the regular season. So for us, again, we just kind of take that one day at a time mentality, and if we can catch fire here, we can go on a good run to finish the season.
In Sioux City, Morgan Jones, KTIV SportsFource.